Greetings, family. Islam, Shalom, Hotep, Aloha, Ola. This is your brother, Zach Bay, Indigenous American Moor, coming to you live and in full effect. Hit the subscribe button right down below. Like, share, comment, or dislike. Just interact with my content. You can also donate at paypal.me/ZachBay. That's ZACBEY. Thank you for rocking with me. Alright, let's get into it. More food for thought. I want to title this video, Stay Committed to Your Dream and Your Purpose. Alright, figure out what you want. Figure out what you love and find somebody to pay you for it. I believe that's very, very important because I heard it said many times, if you're doing what you love, you never work a day in your life. I think that's very true. That always rang true to me. Also, if you have a dream, you have to protect it. That makes me think about this movie called The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith in it and his young son, Jaden Smith. He was playing basketball with his son, and I believe his son was talking to him about wanting to be in the NBA, and he told him he couldn't. And he saw that it pretty much broke his son's spirit. And then he immediately corrected himself. He talked to his son and told him that if he has a dream, he has to protect it. Because people will try to tell you that you can't do something just because they can't do it. That part always stuck out to me. You know, that was one of my favorite movies, you know, about staying on the grind. You know, being at the bottom of the bottom and believing in yourself and your dreams and your goals and doing everything in your power to make it. Because there's people counting on you. There's people depending on you. You are dependent on you. Set goals, daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals. Grab a pencil and paper, write it down, and just that simple act of you transferring what's in your mind onto paper can make all the difference. It's a process there, a timeless process. You know, write it down. Set goals for yourself. Believe in yourself because you can do it. Work on building generational wealth. And I believe that starts in the mind. Building generational wealth. Wealth that you can pass on. You know, not just something that's here today, gone tomorrow. Investing in assets, limiting your liabilities, focus on gaining assets, gaining skills, knowledge that can be passed on to your generations. Don't just go to work to pay bills, working a 9-to-5, day in, day out, making money for a company or a corporation. Here's a little tidbit of information. You're always being paid less than your value. That's why that company or that corporation is employing you. They will never pay you exactly what you are worth or more than what you are worth. Trading your time for money, those days are almost over. So, gain skills, gain knowledge, work on your dreams and your goals. I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That book had a lot in there about being financially independent, building generational wealth. It's very, very important. If you get a chance, find that book. You can find it online. You could listen to it audio style. You know, if you don't have the time to sit there and read it page by page, you know, you could just be driving in the car, instead of listening to music or your favorite radio station, pop on an audio book, you know, gain some knowledge, invest in yourself. All right, start where you are with what you have, because what you have is enough. No matter if it seems like you don't have anything at all, if you have the will, you have the time, you have something. Time is very important. Time is one of the things that you cannot get back. So what you invest your time in, instead of going to a job every day, 9 to 5, investing your time in this corporation, at least try to take at least 1 hour out of every day to work on your dreams, to work on your goals. 1 hour. That's all it takes. That minimal amount of time to work on yourself, to work on your goals and your dreams, what you want for your family and for your generations. There's 365 days a year, Gregorian calendar. Imagine, that'll be 365 hours that you have invested in yourself, working on your dreams and your goals, so you can become financially independent. It starts in the mind. It starts in the mind, family. I believe in you. Don't stop grinding. Break the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Most people out here living paycheck to paycheck. Imagine if you lose your job today or tomorrow and you go 3 or 4 months without making an income. A lot of people out here will lose everything that they have just going 3 or 4 months. That's what wealth is. The divide and what wealth is between the lower class and the middle class, and between the middle class and the higher class or the upper class, is generational wealth. They say a middle class family, what's considered a middle class family, can last an entire year without working and not have to worry about the rug being snatched from under their foot or worried about the roof being taken from over their head. Now, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, investing your time in a corporation or a company, and you get fired today or tomorrow, or you somehow you lose your job, and you're going to be out on the streets within 2 months, 3 months without paying your rent, your mortgage, or whatever it is, without being able to put food in your kid's mouth, food in your mouth. Think about what class that you're in, family. Think about it. So we have to work on our dreams. We have to invest in ourselves. Stop investing every waking hour working for a company or a corporation that doesn't give a care about you. They can replace you tomorrow if you left. They can replace you the next week if you were gone. There's somebody right there to take your place, to keep that corporation, that company moving and going. So invest in yourself. That's very, very important. You're never going to be wasting your time if you are investing in yourself. All right, moving along. I just want to go back to, if you could figure out what you love and you could find somebody to pay you for it, I believe that's a perfect place to start. Figure out what you love. Something that you can do every day without even really thinking about it. Something that you're passionate about. If you can figure out a way to generate funds or income from doing that, you're on the right track, family. You're on the right track. All right, make a plan. It's very important to make a plan. Make a plan and hold your vision. Making a plan, holding your vision. Make a budget for yourself. All right? Out of 100% out of your pay, if you take 20 to 25% of that and you put it to the side to either save 10% of it and then invest that other 15% in your dream or your goals, you'll be miles ahead of a lot of people out here, and you will never be wasting that time. You will never be wasting that money. Trust, if you take only 25% out of what you bring home and you invest it in yourself, put it in savings or emergency fund, invest in a stock, Trust me. Trust me, it will pay off. One of the main things is doing that, starting from the ground level, trying to build generational wealth, financial independence on your own. You're planting a seed. And what happens when you plant a seed? You put it into the ground. But don't just forget about that seed once you put it in the ground. You might not see anything. You might not see anything for 5 years. Keep watering that seed. You know, throw some fertilizer on there. Gain some skills, some knowledge. Keep watering that seed. Because what you're doing is you're laying the groundwork. What happens with a seed? It doesn't sprout from the ground 20 feet into the air immediately. The roots come out first. It lays that foundation. And then it breaks through the soil. It just might be a little sprout. You know, a little sprout with like a leaf on it. Keep watering it. Keep watering that dream. Working towards your goals. It's very important. You will never be wasting your time. Never. I just want to end it right there, family. But I'm going to throw a quote at you. The ultimate revenge in life is massive success. End quote. Frank Sinatra. Thank you for rocking with me once again. This is Zach Bay, Indigenous American Moore. Shalom. Peace.